Welcome to Stocks2Boom.com weekly market review for the 27th of November 2009. Not an overly positive week this one. We're down 2 to 3% across the board. More defensive sectors, consumer staples, utilities and healthcare less so. Materials and financials been bearing the most brunt of the downturn. The resultant downturn is due somewhat to the Dubai World 6-month standstill in repayments, featuring a $60 billion US payment. This is going to affect British banks, European and US banks with this exposure. Just have a look at the our view of the ASX as it stands at the moment. The All Ords are weakening and pulling back. Energy stocks consolidating sideways. Materials still okay. We haven't broken trend, but we're getting more cautious about our recommendations in this area. Industrials consolidating sideways. Consumer discretionaries neutral. Consumer staples still okay, holding general trend. Healthcare consolidating sideways. Materials weakening with a downward trend. Information technology consolidating sideways. Telecommunications defensive, some upward interest. Utilities and property trusts still weak. Looking at the ASX All Ords, we've broken the 50-day moving average, which generally indicates we're ending into a period of consolidation or a downward pullback. Materials sector, we're still maintaining above the 50-day moving average and still looking reasonably strong. But as I said, we're becoming more cautious in this area as well. Financial stocks definitely below the 50-day moving average and weakening. We've seen newsreels and such also coming out that local manufacturers are reducing project expenditures and are not expecting recovery until the middle of next year. Also some reports coming out of China from an influential Chinese economist suggesting resurgence of bubbles in the stock market and properties. Government stimulation, heaps of investment without return. We remain a little cautious in all areas actually. The only area that we see as being a positive at the moment is the gold sector. We're continuing to see this index moving upwards and accelerating somewhat with a weakening US dollar. So look forward to next week where we'll be looking more closely at some of the ASX listed gold stocks and recommending some of these that we believe would be a good option and a good punt for you. Okay, well this ends for this week. Thanks for joining us for Stocks2Boom.com, our blog site. Stocks2Boom.com blog. We look forward to any postings that you want to make. Thanks very much. Cheers.